Hi, good morning, friends. This is Pattie with Get Personal with Pattie, and this is my second paycheck for April, even though it's only April 2nd, because I rolled over my last paycheck in March to April. So let's go ahead and show you where my paycheck is going this week. There's going to be a few changes in April and May, so I want to bring you along for the ride. And the most important thing is this phrase right here: prove to yourself that nothing is impossible. Budgets are always changing. And that's the good thing with one really important thing to remember, especially with the budget mom method, is that if your budget changes from month to month, or your priorities change, your goals change, April and May is going to be a little tight, but we're going to do it because I figured it out and I am determined. So this is the 4/2 paycheck. My rollover cushion was 160. My balance left in my checking account was 20, and my check was 269.20, which includes a $50 automatically transfer into a savings account, and it also does not include another $100 that goes into the joint account for joint bills, which that's interesting too. Okay, so my rollover cushion was 160, so I take it out again here on the bills, and then I usually do 20 to 25 into that cushion, but this week I only put 10. So that means I'll have $170 in my cushion. If I have to use it, it is there. I don't like using it, but certainly I was up to $200 at one point, probably January, February, and I've used a little bit of that. So I'm comfortable with a $200 cushion, so I have 170. And that's really all my bills this week. It's a light week. So we go right into my envelopes. And if you've watched other videos, you know that I have a little bit more envelopes than this. So for April and May, I'm really going to try to keep track of just minimal envelopes. So groceries obviously is important. We just did an Aldi haul. So I put $60 in for my groceries. My husband and I usually get $25 a week, and I changed that to 20. BJ's, I actually usually put 20 to 25, and this week I didn't put any. And then dine out, we put 25 in because we do usually do breakfast once a week on Sundays, and that's really what that's for. So no other envelopes this week. So that amounted to 125, but really 60, 80, 100, 125 is, yep, 125. Okay, so that was out. So 125. So that leaves 154.55. Now my sinking funds are going to be different for April as well. New York, I normally put 10, and this week I didn't put any. My 4 sinking funds for $5 each, I normally put 20, so it's $5 per folder per envelope, which is 4. I didn't put any. S for spring is my word challenge for April, so I did put that aside. It's $19. My April challenge was 10. I didn't put anything this week. My pet envelope, we started a pet envelope last week, so I wanted to do 20 a week, but I did not do it this week yet. And then this is the big change. Tax envelope, I put in 40. So we got an idea from our accountant what our taxes are going to be this year. And if you didn't know this, we're self-employed, so we have to pay taxes every year. We never get a refund. So, it's anywhere from 10 to 15,000 every year. So this year it's, I think, just over 10, maybe. I think it's like 10,000 we owe, maybe 11. But we get to defer a little bit of it, and then we don't have to pay it till actually May 14th. So my goal is to pay $7,115 that is due May 15th. I am going to get $7,115 from our budgeting sources from April and May to be able to pay that off May 15th. I am determined to do it. I have a plan. Like I said, it's not just this little measly $300 that you see on a weekly basis. This is just my paycheck that comes in, and usually my paycheck covers envelopes and sinking funds. So I've cut my sinking funds for April and May. My goal is to take $40 to $50. So this tax envelope is already $40 a week from this paycheck, $125 from the joint paycheck a week, and $1,000 on every pay period for my husband's check for 3 pay periods, because he gets paid bi-monthly, right? Bi-weekly, so every other week. So that's where we're going to come up with it, and we're going to just really be tight on going out to eat. We're probably going to do a couple of grocery challenges, not necessarily because we want to take the money from the grocery envelope, because we're not going to do that. I'm actually putting aside $40 to $50 a week from my paycheck. So if you think about it, even if I did 40, okay, get my handy dandy calculator out here, 40, and it's 8 weeks. I figured out it's 8 weeks. 40 times 8 is 320. We already have $1,500 saved in that account, the tax account. So we're a little bit up. 1820. We had an extra 150 go in there this week. All right, 1970. And then I put up, and then 1970. Remember that. 125 a week times 8 is 1,000 plus 1970. Not that you don't want to see me do all that, but is 29.7 plus 3 is 59.70, and I know I figured out a couple more. So I know we'll get there. I did it the other day, so I know that we're gonna get there. Like with a little bit, like with $100 short, but so this is kind of how I figured it out, and I have this on my vision board because I'm gonna do it. My husband thinks, I'm sure my husband has faith in me that I'll do it, but I'm determined. So 331. We have 1572 already in that account. We got an additional 150. That's 17. So from 4/2 to 5/14, we'll do $125 cash times 7 weeks is $875, and then 1,000 from these 3 paychecks, 411, 426, and 511 is 3,000, and then $50 times 7 is $350. But like this week was only 40, so next week I'll have to put 60. And then we have other income that comes in on the 8th of the month. So we're going to take 500 of each and put that in there. So we'll have 69.47, and the bill is 7115 minus 69.47. So it's like I'll have to find $168, which I'll find it, no big deal. But that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get that $7,115 paid by May 15th. I'm very excited about it. And you know what? If it means that I don't put money in my sinking funds for 8 weeks, that's okay. This is our priority right now, is those taxes. So just back to my weekly after that tax envelope. Allie Emergency Fund and Christmas 21 gets funded automatically, so those won't change. It's $20, $25, and $10. So that I don't have any left over for extra savings or extra debt. That's okay. I did use the cash envelope breakdown here, so I went to the bank and pulled out cash. And my money thoughts I haven't done yet, but my priority goal is taxes. April, less concentration on sinking funds. And my sinking funds are doing really well, so I don't feel like, it's a burden that I don't put money in there. So then I'm going to come over here in a little bit, and I am just going to track the spending that I did for this week's paycheck. I started it a little bit, but I have to finish that. So again, I'm going to prove to myself that nothing is impossible and get those taxes paid off for the first time in many years. To have a consistent, payment plan with the IRS is great. We still have one, but this year it's going to get paid. Thanks for watching. Remember, your budget is personal. It's all about what you need to do for your family or yourself. And, if you go into it thinking that you can do anything, then you can. Thanks for watching.